Hello ladies and gentlemen, I got a lot to talk about in this video, so I'm going to go kind of fast. This is LT Pogue Mahone, and I'm here to bring you some advanced tips and tricks for Rainbow Six Siege. And I'm naturally good at this game, and I don't say that about many games, but I'm pretty tactically minded, and I'm going to show you some tips that let me put up scores like you're about to see, 6 in one death, and then 9 in one death. And that's pretty average for me in this game. So, first, the tactics we're going to talk about is displacement. By displacement, I mean when you're defending, and some of these are offensive and some of these are defensive, but when you're defending, don't be at the objective. The objective in this case, when you're watching, is to my left. I'm on the other side of the building, and they're actually having a gunfight right in front of me. They do not expect that anyone is in this building or in this room. They would expect me to be with my partners who are idiots, and they're in the room. And I'm not there. I'm here, and I'm fighting them from a position they're not expecting. Look at that guy. He walked right in. He did not expect me to be in this room. And it's that simple. And a lot of the tactics I'm going to teach you today, they play off of that not it's not what the enemy is expecting. It's not what you're supposed to do as a defender. As a defender, you're supposed to defend the objective that you're supposed to defend. You're supposed to be in the room with it. You're supposed to be aiming outwards. You're not supposed to be aiming towards your own objective. You're not. Look at this. I mean, even there, that was a little bit of a twitch hip shot. You know, there was a little bit of gamer skill involved, sure, but he was off of his game. He wasn't expecting to have to fight me where I am. Here's another example. I'm laid down in this room. The objective's way down below, and I decide I'm going to take out this drone. Right when that happens, someone starts breaching the window right in front of me. They're not expecting me to be on this floor. And they're still being pretty careful. They didn't just rush in. But I'm not supposed to be here. They're supposed to be able to get inside, get their equipment ready. They're supposed to be able to get their bearings, and I'm not allowing them to do that. I'm attacking them early. And like you'll see this guy, he's throwing flashbangs. He knows he's in a fight, but they don't know where from because I'm not supposed to be here. And after that first initial kind of fight, if you survive it, you at least want to take out one person to make it even. But in that case, I killed 2 people there. And after that, I'm going to go join my team and help with the defense. Or see if I can't start a fight with the guys entering from a different... I think I actually come across one more guy and end up killing... Well, yeah, I cut the clip. My bad. My bad. This is one of my favorite places to do it, right here where you've got all these windows. A lot of people like to enter from this room. Actually, it's usually the room right in front of you. And one reason they like to do that is because of the trap door under my feet here. Do you think they're expecting me to be here knowing that they've found objectives in other locations? No, absolutely not. Next thing, not taking the cheese. Let me explain what I mean by that. You don't want to be the mouse that grabs the cheese. So when you're attacking, the guys inside have set up a lot of traps for you. They've set up a lot of cheese for you. I'm not going to just rush in and try to grab that cheese. The objective's right on the other side of this wall. I'm taking my time. I'm cutting my angles. I'm cutting the pie, what they call cutting the pie. If you don't know what cutting the pie is, it really works in this game. It's a real gunfighting tactic. I really recommend you look it up if you're going to play much of this game. Because reactionary shooting like I just did, that's not smart. You don't want to do that in this game. You want to know where the enemy is likely to come from. You want to react based on that. Here's another example of me not taking the cheese. So I'm on the outside, and I punched a hole in the wall to see if I can get him to shoot through it. But in this case, I see a guy. Now, he was faced the other way, didn't think his location through. We're supposed to just breach this door right here at me. You know? We're supposed to... I hit it there and backed away so they didn't shoot if they were watching. So we're supposed to breach the doors, got 2 kills, like this door right here, and rush into the room. Now I've already got people in the room, so I'm going ahead and going in. And you'll see there's wire I'm stepping on right now they had ready for us. They were waiting on us, and we didn't react in the way that they wanted us to react. We didn't take the cheese, so to speak. Here's another example. You'll see the idiot on my team jumped all the way down. And actually, I'm playing with LT Malvernine in this clip. Now, getting your teammates up is a priority, and you'll see I'm going to save this guy. But, and we'll talk about this later when it comes to playing with friends. Keeping your friends alive is first priority, okay, over other people. But we'll talk about co-op in a second here. You'll see here, big strategy, and I would say I like to repel and do this, but really I like to do it in any form and fashion. Like the last video clip, we were staying on the outside of the room, and that was underground. That was the basement. In this case, we have to, we're allowed to stay on the outside of the building altogether, which I prefer, and shoot in. And see, he's looking one way, I'm looking one way. And we'll talk about co-op a little bit later, but I'm controlling the angle that I can see. I'm not taking the whole room at one time. And you'll see that I was able to cut the pie and find that guy. When you just go into a room, you're taking the whole room at once. You're having to look at every corner all at one time. The guys on the inside are only having to look at the window. Like I was in the video where I was laying down on the floor and shooting when they came in the window. All I'm focused on is the fatal funnel. I'd rather not have to do that. That's why I don't take the cheese. I stay outside. I take in what I feel comfortable taking. I'm going pretty slow here because I'm allowed to do that. I don't have a time limit to do this. Well, I do have a time, but it's a reasonable amount of time. All right, next is meet and greet. Once again, doing what the enemy does not expect you to do. So here you'll see I've made a hole and I'm waiting and I'm going to shoot out the door at the team before they even get to the house. In this case, it's not a very good example, but there's better ones you're going to see in a second. So first of all, just on a tactical note, I like to take my handgun out and I like to shoot out a single board, so it's not a big hole in the wall. I think it's harder for them to see it. So I get this big hole and I lean out the side. Look at this. The whole team is coming from this one location. I killed one just then. I've already done my job. I've already done my team's service. Here I am, and I think I get 4 right here. So it's 1 death, and I've injured another guy bad. I'm duking it out with the sniper who really can't tell where I'm at. I just injured another guy, so that's at least 3 injured so far and 1 dead. There's 2 dead. And I'm still waiting on the sniper. There's 3 dead. And my sniper moves. Now I know guys going to the left. I even got the attention of my teammates. Like, how's he killing all these people? The match just started. So I know that guy went left. He's not expecting me to necessarily reposition because they're used to walking up to the house. They're used to, oh, okay, it's our turn to attack. We're just going to walk over here and rappel down the building. No. There's nothing in the rules that say you have to let the other team form up. There's nothing in the rules that state you have to allow the other team to get themselves into a position where they're in an advantage over you. Don't do it. You're given enough ammunition where you can get into 2 gunfights, and I say that 2 fairly extended gunfights. So you have enough ammo to attack them and then defend the objective if you have to fall back to it. Here's another example. And you know, once again, they're not always there. Sometimes they come from an angle you're not expecting. And I don't waste time there. If they don't come from that direction, I go somewhere else. I displace to another location, not the objective. But I've already killed 1 guy. It's already 5 on 4. Me and my friend LT Malvernine are still fighting here. Now it's 4 on 3. It would have been 5 on 3 if he'd been paying attention. But I think I get another kill here. Got you. I'm pretty sure. But point being, I'm not letting them get their balance. I'm not letting them get their metaphorical feet under them. And you'd be smart to do the same. Yeah, there's 3 kills. One person killed 3 of the enemy soldiers before they even got into the building.
Ready? Here we go.
Here's my best example. All 5 soldiers. I just saw them. All 5 right there coming in the main entrance. And I don't do as well this time. I don't think I kill 4 of them, but they never get in the house. I throw them off that bad. You know, one guy with a shield comes up here with no one to support him. Those shields are great defensively, but he doesn't have the equipment to kill. Not really. So he's dead. Someone else was eliminated. I'm not sure if I killed him in the initial burst, but I scattered him. And no one's breached the house yet. No one's in the house. I got guys in the basement sitting down that are never going to see combat this round. Yeah, there's an injury. See him working around the other side. I think I kill another guy down here. Point being, it's so disorienting getting shot at when you haven't even gotten to your objective yet. That guy had the case. Yeah, there it is. Round clear. Enough said. I hope you got the point. Attack him first. Next point, the OODA Loop. Now this is a real strategy. This is a real concept of gunfighting. You'll hear about this. Soldiers will talk about this if you know anyone that was in the military or did something like that. The OODA Loop is an effect that people talk about. Really, it's a concept of people have to observe something. They have to orient themselves to how it relates to them. They have to decide what to do, and then they have to act. And every time you make a decision, you do that. So you want to affect that OODA Loop. So the way you do that is you need a co-op partner. Okay, so I'm playing here with a friend of mine. I'm not sure which one, actually. I know it's playing on the LT Malvernines account. But these people right here, we're both shooting at them. They have to decide who to return fire on. And it's really difficult for them to do. And also, once again, we're still attacking them first. But it's more effective now because there's 2 of us doing it. So they're having a real difficult time deciding who to shoot because we're both presenting guns. We're both shooting at them at the same time. And we decimate them based on that. And you're going to see another example here in a second of kind of another co-op strategy, in that we're not taking the cheese and we're doing that together. We're taking in a co-op form what we can handle at any given time. So here we know their objective is this way through this wall. Our camera didn't read it in this case, but we knew where it was. And I was able to kind of hear them on the inside. So bam, right when I popped the window open, we're in a gunfight. We're in no rush to go inside this building. He brought a weapon just for the purpose of shredding the environment. We're breaching, we're banging, we're clearing, and we're taking our time. We're not rushing to get inside. You'll actually see me looking for other windows there, other opportunities to put more fire on them. But my friend LT Old Man, that's actually who that is. He's just shooting inside. He's trying to break the walls apart because we know we're on the other side of the wall there. And eventually you'll see we decide to enter, but we do it when we're ready. We do it when we think we've got the firepower and the angles to take them out. One of our teammates is already inside. I think he gets killed pretty quickly here, but I'll just let you see the rest of this clip.
Reloading.
It's another kill. Don't go in. Just keep fucking bullet hole. Oh, fuck. He's in there. Put hits on him. Shoot, 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 shoot. Give him everything you got. Give him the whole fucking wad. So you'll see here we won that gunfight.
We did it.
LT Old Man took him out pretty easy there, traded out with him. And if that hadn't been the end of the match, I'd have picked him up because he actually survived it. So we did that just by sheer firepower and not going inside, not taking the cheese, not giving in. And we communicated a lot. Like even at one point I crouched down and went under his shots. You'll see here I got killed. And I go to the camera systems and start trying to watch my partner's back. And right when I switch cameras, I see a guy and start telling him, hey, he's up top, and he's able to eliminate him, even though the other guy had the advantage in position and probably the advantage of surprise. But I was able to help him out just by being a good partner in death, so to speak. So make sure you use all those tactics. So here's a scene that's a little bit long, a little bit boring, but I wanted to show it to you because it's boring, because that's what you have to do. You have to actually take time and don't play this like Call of Duty, guys. Don't play it like Battlefield. Don't play it like Battlefront for sure, because there's no pew-pew weapons. But it's a boring game at times. If you want to win, you need to monitor your corners. You need to do your job. Right now, LT Old Man is looking up the stairs. He's holding that door at the top of the stairs. I'm holding the bottom of the stairs. We're both doing our job. Neither one of us is shooting anyone. We're watching each other's backs. That's what it takes to win. That's what it takes to do good at this game, is to do your job. Those guys that are laying down on the ground in there, they're doing their jobs. They're holding positions. We're a little bit more active than they are, but we're still doing the same job. Now, if I just run around the corner and I gotta find that guy and kill him. I don't want to get in a gunfight like that. You don't want to get into a gunfight. You want to get into a shooting. A shooting is when you shoot someone. A gunfight is when there's an exchange of bullets. Which one of those sounds smarter to you? So I don't want to get in a situation where I'm shooting and they're shooting. I want to come up behind someone and shoot them in the back of the head. That's how you win a gunfight. So make sure your strategy lends itself to shootings and not gunfights. Up here? Yeah. Up top. Kill. You gotta stand up so you can see that guy. You almost got me. You'll see there, that was a bad example of a shooting. That was a gunfight. And I lose the second one. Fortunately, my partner is able to eliminate him, and we win the match. But still, could have gone better. This is probably the best example that I have from any video game ever of a real-life strategy that worked in the video game. And what it is, we see the room's barricaded. We know the objectives inside the room. We don't know how many people are in the room. We decide we're going to breach through right here in the wall, and we're going to throw flashbangs and grenades, and then we're going to enter. We're going to affect the OODA Loop of the person inside. Boom. Throw everything in. Pop, pop. I go in, cut right. My partner's already engaging him from the front. All I did, I think I caught 1 or 2 bullets, and we eliminated the whole room. Took the whole room down, all one person. But we did that with a real-life tactic. We breached, banged, and cleared. So get a partner. Get a few partners if you can. I just try to teach people, at least get one person to work with you. Here's an idiot that doesn't know we're already in the room. But if you get more people to work with you, then awesome. But if you only have one person, you can make some pretty good tactics, and you can get them to work with just one other player who's like-minded and who's willing to do what he's supposed to do, which sometimes means you're bored. It means you can't control everything. It means you have to rely on the other people with you. That's okay. So you'll see here LT Old Man playing this LT Malvernine just got shot in the back of the head. That happens from time to time. So final tactic, final strategy is make sure you're using the equipment for the job at hand. And let me give you an example that's not me, it's a kill cam. One guy with a SPOS shotgun kills 3 people in a hallway at the same time. The bloodiest massacre I've ever seen in the game. And he did that because he had the right job. He wasn't using a sniper rifle in interior, you know. Here's another example. I've got the shield. That means I need to be the person to poke my head out and check things. I've got a guy behind me who's getting into a gunfight with a sniper rifle with a guy inside a house. So I'm like, oh, okay, I need to get over here. Use my flashbang on the shield because that's equipment I have. Use it again. Pop, 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 pop. Dead. Using the right equipment for the job at hand. And the final tip is don't break a door down and expect not to get shot doing it, like that space cadet. So this is LT Pogue Mahone. Let me know if you want to see anything in particular. In the meantime, rate, comment, subscribe. I'd love to do a video for anyone that has any questions about this game or any other. These tactics all work. Get out there and start practicing them. Let me know what you guys think. In the meantime, stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next video.